Hello everybody and welcome to live coverage of qualifying for the Sorriso Grand Prix at Road America. The cars are venturing out onto the circuit. We'll have the driver tracker with you shortly. Group 1, Colton Herta, David Maluka, Santino Ferrucci, Kyle Kirkwood, Venus VK, Joseph Newgarden, Benjamin Pedersen alongside as well. There are a few more to come in as we are here at Road America. Devlin DiFrancesco, Callum Milot, Stingray Rob, Roman Grosjean, Agustin Catapino and Scott Dixon all in as well. Alongside me in the comms box is Josh T and Omi. Hello Josh, how are you doing?
Hot. Very hot.
Are you running?
Cycling very fast to get here.
I was going to say, because we were on the commentary and I was saying, hello, can anyone hear me? Anyone hear me? Nothing.
I thought it was a good idea to go over the road, get some drink, get some cans and like drinks, like fizzy, like soft drinks, and a packet of crisps, and so I did that. Started cycling home, got to the traffic lights just around there, and I tapped my pocket. I was like, oh, I've still got my dad's card.
Yes.
So then I had to cycle back.
Oh.
Then I had to give my dad his card back, and then I had to cycle back. Then I had to put my bike away, get up here, turn my camera on, and yeah, we're here. Hello.
Busy session. I don't know where Omi is as well at the moment, so right now it's a two-com field in the comms team because I messaged him and I haven't heard from him as well coming into this one, so I'm just setting up that comms box now for a two-cam, although everything's a bit all over the place right now. Let's just talk about that crazy practice 2 we had a few moments ago. How many cars were off in the same part? It was almost unbelievable. We had like 3 of them off at one time, didn't we? It was insane.
Yeah, I think it was 5 red flags, and one of them was caused by, well, both of them on the screen right now. Got Dixon and Will Power, and they're both getting ready to go out on track. And 110% Dixon's fault.
Yeah.
Quite shocking. You would maybe understand if that was from a rookie, but from Scott Dixon, yeah, that's not good.
Quite alarming coming into it as well. That it was the Josh and Josh show. Yeah, we're here. Hello, everyone. I'm going to sit up in a second, just as soon as we get our driver tracker working up here. We won't have the driver tracker tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, he's alive and they killed his camera.
Oh dear. Right, back to the battle screen. Take off TweetDeck. There's your driver tracker. Well, hopefully we're not going to have the driver tracker tomorrow for the race, sadly, because Jess is doing the broadcast. So we'll try and get that sorted for next time out, but better late than never. Here we go. Look, the whole comm team's here. Hello, Omi. How are you?
Hello. Hello. I'm going Scotland. Late planned something.
When are you going to Scotland?
Yes, I'm going Scotland. So we're just quickly sorting that out.
What, today?
So I have to run over.
You're
no,
going...
not today. I'm going Monday or Tuesday.
Oh right, okay. Well, nice of some to get a surprise trip to Scotland. That's not too bad. Right, let's get rid of TweetDeck because we've got a tracker to keep an eye on with our drivers here at Road America. A lot of people out in this session. Ilot's gone fastest. Kirkwood second. VK Malukas, Grosjean. Herta goes second. That pushes Grosjean to 6th. Dixon's already out the drop zone but going faster. Just to give you an informational chart as well, it's 2 12-minute sessions. Then the Firestone top 12. Then the Firestone Fast 6, and that'll be the game here for this qualifying session. And then everything, of course, is ready to get up, ready for Formula 1, which probably we're going to see the most entertaining action here today, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah, do you want to see something cool?
Yes?
I'm going to move this cursor that's on top of me in 3, 2, 1.
It hasn't moved.
Josh!
Sorry, my fault. I just realised that it was there. That's because I'm trying to do everything, look. So look, the mouse gets in the way of everything as well. Forgot about that. Sorry. Sometimes you do forget about that. Usually it's on the devices, but we've just been so busy and chaotic. It's getting quite hard to get everything sorted, but we apologise for that as the car's still circulating. Oh, spin up! And in the gravel!
Oh.
Is that Romain Grosjean in the 28? Yes, it is. Grosjean has spun off from the edge of the Autosport.
Oh.
And that's in the last corner as well, so it was a local yellow, but he's done a little bit of a 360. And he's kept on going to the primary tyre as well, so Grosjean's already thrown a lap away.
Why always Grosjean?
I know, why is it always Romain Grosjean as well? He always has the problems, doesn't he? It's the IndyCar Solid So Grand Prix. Let's have a look how we did it then, Amy. Got to touch the curb.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we're just waiting for this. Oh, very wide in there as well, and straight off spinning, kicking up gravel, but not beaching it. Stayed on the grass mostly. So yeah, but always Grosjean, isn't it?
Sadly, yeah, always is Grosjean. Just kicks up a lot of dust there as well. Jess isn't with us tonight because she's covering the F1 Creator Series. She'll be with us tomorrow in the commentary box. I've got to send her the file to set up, which is incredibly easy because I've just got to send Megan's laptop file and everything's there, all set up, ready to go.
I wish touring cars was easy.
No. Well, I made it simple with Megan's because it doesn't need to be complicated. But with this one, it does. So tomorrow we'll have the full timing screen so you can see everything as well as myself and Jess. And then whoever's replacing me after I leave. We still haven't figured that out. We need to find a team member who is free tomorrow to step in. Amy, we might send you. You're looking the best bet at the moment to go help with Jess. And yeah. And then we'll drag you both back after the end of the race. I'm not actually sure. We need to figure that out. We'll get that sorted. You're as always, Amy. Emergency standby. I wonder what Ed Hunter's doing. That might be something. Or is Tom busy? Anyone remember if Tom's busy?
Let me check the ASIS schedule.
Yes, because if Tom's not busy. Oh no, never mind. Why am I saying that? Tom doesn't know if he's back in time or not. That's why Tom isn't there. He was the original call. Ed could be a call. We'll have to see what he's up to. Richie has put himself down as red. Rod Brown says Grosjean again, mistake prone. I reckon he's a worry. Yeah, Grosjean does make a couple of mistakes at the moment, doesn't he? But he sometimes gets best results at this circuit. It's his type of track, Road America. So keep your eyes down for a full house. That he should be quite good. On board. 5:30 to go.
And I left my blue tack downstairs.
5:30 to go in the session then. Maybe a bit less than that actually. Grosjean fighting for control of the car as he comes into the braking zone. He hasn't pitted yet, so he's cleaned up the tyres from the gravel, gone for another push lap, and then we'll see him coming in. Josh T, if you could just put an @ in the commentators chat and say if anybody is available to partner Jess in the IndyCar tomorrow, please let us know with a thumbs up emoji on the thing, and then we can know. Because we need somebody to fill in my place when I leave, so that Jess isn't solo. Com team's a little bit scarce on the ground at the moment. Grosjean's coming up to the control line in this session, which is just at the top of the hill here at the exit. And Grosjean's time, does he improve? No. Yes, Grosjean goes 7th. 142.666, because we go to 4 decimal places here in IndyCar, not 3 like in other series. And he's into pit road as well. Tell you what, yeah, go on, Emmy. Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. I'm basically just dropping random stuff, so I'm surprised I haven't broken anything.
Like a hole in the wall, maybe. Stay green. Dixon's on the cusp of being kicked out here as well. He's done the times. Let's have a quick look here, because we kept that timing delta on, didn't we? But we haven't kept the timing tower correct, because it's all a bit of a mess at the moment. Just trying to find out which one it is. So I can fix it. It's that one. There we go. Let me just adjust this for you all. Because we did it very last second, didn't we, last time out? There we go. So, looking at the moment on the timing towers. This could be quite an interesting little session coming up. Especially in their fast 12. Right now it's normal, predictable selves. Let's take a look at the full times on our our battle screen up here in the commentary box. It is, that's best speed. Best in best speed. That'll do. Just want to keep a look at it. It's always set to normal.
Be
as well.
right back quickly.
No worries. So I tell you what then, Josh, who's your prediction to win in IndyCar this weekend? Have you got anyone that's sort of looking, saying like, oh, they'll be the good ones. They'll be the ones I'm really rooting for to do well here.
I mean, I've got, who is it? Rose on for pick a winner, but if he keeps spinning, then that's not going to happen. And I'm just going to tell Simple what time it is, because we might have someone.
Oh,
you
really?
will have.
No, it won't be Synthol, because think about it, F1
No, it
race.
won't be Simple. F1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it won't be Synth. Nice of him to offer, but it won't be him. As our timing screen's all over the place now, because we've done oval races. Never seen it this bad before. My God. Apologies to everyone at home trying to get all this sorted to get you a decent timing screen. It's all meddled up. Never seen this before, this bad. Let's get it to the interval, and then it shows you the last time and best time. But at the moment, a lot of fields going strong. Oh, Dixon spun it! Dixon's had a spin! And he was running in the danger zone as well, wasn't he? So Scott Dixon, running currently in P6, has had a spin, and Chimp Ganassi Racing doesn't know what to do. He's holding his hands up. He doesn't know where we're going to have a spin. On board with Colton Herter on the soft tyres. Looks a bit wet there. Yeah.
Franchitti.
Well, maybe.
Blows turn one, but hangs on.
Goes for it. Let's finish that point about him. The pressure is on. Big contract in the off-season. He's a star driver in this series, yet to stand on the podium. He's had one top 5 this year. That's not good enough if you're Colton Herter.
So what's changed?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what's changed.
Oh, his dad's not on the box.
Yeah, I think that might be a bigger adjustment than anybody could have imagined. Because where did Dad go? To Kyle Kirkwood. What kind of season's he having? Breakout.
He's won a race.
For a young driver.
Had a pole, won a race.
And a great finish at Detroit, you know. Very gritty drive from Kyle Kirkwood. Brian Hurt on the box coaching him up to that 6th place finish.
After getting...
Look, watch this. Look at Colton digging.
And see, this is an important lap for him. Even though it might not be the best from a lap time, you see a little rear bar adjustment there before he goes to the kink. Left hand down, making an adjustment. But he needs to know what these reds are going to do in Q2. He's going to be safe. He's in.
We think.
We
a lot
think.
of green down below the tree, though.
But it's green to 6th.
Yep.
By the
that
way,
means
guys,
you're going to bump your way in.
There's already a message from Race Control. Results are under review before this session. Group 1, Q1 even finishes.
Well, yeah,
Wow,
Scott,
so there's a lot of track limits warnings already, Josh, and they're coming in as well. Chip's new best friend will be Marcus Armstrong at the end of the day. Might well be. Quite a few technical errors up here in the box that we've now got sorted as well, so sorry for that. Timer's up. Timer is up. So the session now comes to a close. And I think, Josh T, your laptop is going to be required for services because it's not... everything's... we're going to have to go bye-bye here because we're 3 minutes, 30 seconds behind on the driver tracker. So I think, you know, that's wrong. Anyway, session's over. Top 6 look to be taking the checkered flag. Oh, and... What's happened? Oh, it's me. It's me. I've left the camera off, that's why. So, checker flag. Pedersen goes 2nd, Ferrucci 3rd, across the line. New Gardens on the time. Di Francesco is 3 tenths up. He might do something as he comes across the line in the 29 car. 10th. No, Kirkwood goes 3rd. What about... I'm looking at Devlin. Here he is in the 29. The blue and pink. Ilott goes to 8th. Devlin goes through. New Gardens at risk. Cross the line. Is Newgarden going to kick out Malukas? He's the last one sent the checker flag.
Out.
Newgarden
is out.
Newgarden is out. He's not done it. Newgarden's in. Newgarden's in. 141, 3132. On board now with Malukas. He's up. Grosjean's out. And Malukas is down as well. So I think that's it for this first session. As we're trying to get our timing coming through.
So it is looking at the timing screen's just broken up here as well. Everything's sort of breaking. I've never seen it this bad before. It's like the timing screen's been reset to basic. I've never seen it this bad. Ever. It just completely reset itself. There we go. Is that any better? Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that is the end of round 1, Group 1.
Yeah.
Going through to round 2, Hurt, Pedersen, Di Francesco, Newgarden, and Kirkwood for Root. What happens
Drop the
here?
left side stiff off the track onto the grass.
So easy to do. Frustration on the 9 stand.
Chip Ganassi must be wondering what is going on this weekend.
Whoa. Turn 1, initial turn in right away. Rear of the car. Oh, he's
Almost lost it coming out of turn 1 as he bangs the wheel, realizing.
Watch when he gets in
that
the air
it's
here,
game
though. Watch
over.
this as he crosses back over.
That's the section McLaughlin launched off at the test.
4 wheels off
Supposedly
the ground.
that's been fixed.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
less aggressive than what it was a few weeks ago. That's probably in about 50 feet of air time compared to McLaughlin's 82.
Yeah, well, Supercross style. He laid in the throttle, brought the bow up a little bit.
Yep.
You know,
Needed to tap the back brake and bring the nose down a little bit.
you can see if you're just right like Colton Herta, you missed the hard case hit.
So these are the drivers who go no further. Group 1, Q1. They'll be watching the rest of this qualifying session for the Soncio Grand Prix. So David Malukas, after a promising start to the weekend, narrowly misses out on going through to the Fast 12. But the biggest name in that group is Scott Dixon.
Yeah, and Roman Grosjean. Just mistakes, frankly, from both drivers, pushing hard, trying to make it happen. And Kevin, it's been a tough weekend so far for the driver of the 28.
So we just saw Roman Grosjean finishing up, and by the way, just walking around the pit lane, I nearly got run over on a scooter. He was abruptly exiting. As he was coming into the pit box, he said, "The car is broken. You guys do what you want." I don't know if he means from the offs or going back to the comments of his frustration, simply that he was not happy with the pace of the car. Let's listen in.
That's it. Currently P10. Yeah, the car is broken. You do whatever you want, the car is broken. So, Dixie here.
Let's go to Dylan now and talk to someone who just missed out from advancing.
And that's David Malukas, who, as we talked about, had a promising start to the weekend, but ultimately not the lap you needed there. What were you battling?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. You know, our car was very good, and then coming to when it really matters, it really wasn't there. We just really were struggling with understeer. I don't know if we just tipped it over. But yeah, we put those reds on. We were expecting to go quicker, and I mean, man, they were really struggling on me, and I couldn't get them to work. So yeah, our heads are going to be scratching, and that really is not what we wanted, and it's really unfortunate, man. It looks so promising, and yeah, we just don't advance again after first qualifying, man. Still another race where we don't get fast 12. It's very frustrating, and I don't know. We're going to go back and look into it.
Thank you, David. Kevin.
Well, it's been a challenging day for Scott Dixon, and it continued with a brand new race car, by the way, one that had never been on track. What were you feeling? What was the experience in this queue?
Yeah, just huge thanks to everybody on the PNC Bank number 9, and actually all the Ganassi for chipping in. Unfortunately, you know, where it crashed, it kind of dented the tub a little bit. The tub's fine, but they thought it best not to run it, so we had to switch to another car. And it was tight turnaround. They worked their butts off, but yeah, got in the car. The brake bias was at like a really odd number, like 20% abnormal, so I wasn't sure where the brakes were, and then the steering was off. Then I don't know, maybe on the caster wasn't right or something either. So it was just a bit of a mismatch. I think we still had the pace to convert just, but I made those 2 mistakes. I felt like I was locking rears going into turn 3, and lost the rear both times there. So yeah, it sucks.
Thank you, Scott. He's got the warm-up, though, to continue to dial in the car tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tough one for Scott Dixon. While Group 2 rolls here, guys, and before this gets away from us, of course, we're going to see the cars again. I want to give a shout-out to both AJ Foyt racing cars. Russ Thompson, our stats guru, is working on the last time AJ Foyt Racing had 2 cars in the Fast 12. That's an awesome performance from rookie Benjamin Peterson and Santino Ferrucci.
Terrific, and I think it just speaks to the opportunity that this week presented itself for teams that aren't used to being in the top 12. It's a little bit like a rain session, right? Brand new surface, and it's not just that it's new and unknown, it's what happens when the rubber gets laid down. And it's an opportunity for the drivers to adjust on the fly, corner to corner, and for the race teams like AJ Foyt, led by Larry Foyt here, to also make adjustments. Take some guesses, take some gambles on setup. As the smile breaks out, he knows this is a breakthrough weekend on a road course for his race team. And it's going to be exciting to see what they can do.
So we've seen one of those damaged cars from the second practice session out on track and not going through to the Fast 12. That's Scott Dixon. Here is the Verizon Chevy of Will Power. What can he do?
It's been a tough weekend for Penske in general from a pace standpoint. 15th was the fastest of the trio in P1. 9th for Scott McLaughlin was the fastest Penske car in practice 2. After testing here, that was not the kind of performance they were expecting.
So listen, we kind of broached this topic yesterday afternoon, and then I saw some...
under my heels.
Something's wrong. He's coming right back in the pits.
Something under his heels. Could be a tool, could be a bolt. This is the problem, is you have a massive accident.
Well, this isn't good for Will Power as well, who's having technical difficulties. We're having a blast up here in the commentary box with servers completely taking over from us, and I'm hearing Josh at different times, and we're talking over each other. It's just getting an absolute mess, let me tell you. I'm about stressed out as it possibly can be coming into this weekend, but Omi's back with us now. F1 session looking a bit calm at the moment. Just waiting to see if anybody's taking over. What do you make of the session, and I mean, into the second group now?
Is there pictures, first of all, for you guys?
Oh yeah, Josh, have you not got the pictures up yet?
I didn't realise I was doing them yet.
Let's go back to the radio for a while.
If they find it, he should be all right.
See the wheels off. His legs are tucked up into his chest. The crew there trying to get into those access holes like you were saying. They found it. It looks like they found it.
Boy, this adds to the drama, especially if he can convert and go through to the Fast 12. Pressure on.
Good with the traffic on the way out. Just let me know. Have the car ready to fire up.
Sounds nice and calm on the radio, though, guys. And if there's, hey, look, if there's one guy that if you give one lap to go ring a lap out of a thing, it's going to be Will Power, and he's still got time to come in and obviously get the reds on or get a couple banker laps here. You have enough time for about 6, so the decision is 3 and 3 or 4 and 2.
Look at Will Power trying to point to his crew where it is. Hearing it might have been a Pez dispenser.
This is what happened to the king of qualifying and the 6-time champion. Dixon up the road, you ride with power. There was an ugly, awkward incident, and Dixon apologized, said, I did not know how. Grosjean did not see the 12.
Impossible for Will Power to avoid that, as Scott Dixon's doing his best to say I'm sorry, and Will Power giving that lucky number 11 right back at him.
A little bit of Aussie Kiwi love.
Is that how you guys do it down there?
All right, so guys, am I seeing this right? Elio Castroneves up in P2, and it is showing he is on the primaries. This is not a red-red strategy, and yeah, that is a legit time so far for that. I mean, it's only 1 lap completed for most cars. But still, out of the box, a little bit of pace here from Elio Castroneves. Palou picking up where he left off. He had just set the fastest time in practice 2 right before he went off. But Elio, strong performance still, and this could be a good turnaround.
Yeah, Elio was pretty encouraged too, even this morning after practice 2. Said that yesterday they just kind of treated their first practice session sort of as a test session, just threw everything at it they could think of. It's no secret these guys haven't performed performed up to their own expectations, don't have the results that they want. So they were trying a bunch of different things. They were pretty happy with it at the end of the day yesterday and got better this morning. So good progress here for Elliott.
Adam Robertini there in the lower box, his strategist for Elio Castro Neves. Guys, really quickly, want to come back to something we broached yesterday, and I saw some online discussion about it last night as well. Are so many drivers running off because the speeds are increased on the track and their reference points are slightly different? Why are we seeing so many incidents, I guess is the question.
Because the grip level of the new surface is so much higher, but the grip level of the outside the white line surface is just like it's always been. And so the delta between the two, I think, has raised up. And that's why you're seeing more guys go off. That light asphalt section offline is the same as it's been for at least the last decade. The new Gardner surface has so much more grip. So if you drop a wheel just a little bit too much, the fall off or the difference is much more exaggerated in the past.
I do agree with that. I also think that part of the problem is, you know, you have this universal amount of grip when the pavement is new and put down, and so far, you know, we haven't had any racing here yet. It's just been practice, it's just been testing. The line, the racing line rubbers up so much, and there's literally zero rubber offline. So these brake zones are a little bit sketchy on the inside, and if you are just a little bit wide of the corner, it seems like drivers are having bigger moments and moments that they can't catch. There's just not enough grip to catch a car. We've seen a lot of incidents down here, for example.
So what that means for the race diff is getting offline to make a move. Even if you have a run on push to pass, going down to turn 5, maybe trying to duck into the inside here, it's going to be treacherous. If somebody went off just ahead of McLaughlin into the dirt outside turn 14.
So 6.5 minutes to go. Here is Felix Rosenqvist, fresh from his podium, first podium of the year, as Marcus Armstrong goes to the top. Hey, thanks to Russ Thompson on a road or street course. First time in 5 years AJ Foyt Racing has had 2 in the Fast 12. Well done. That was since Matthias Leist and Tony Kanaan 2018. So a great day already for AJ's team.
And a great day shaping up for this guy right here. New colors, the vivid colors for Christian Lundgaard goes to the top of the charts. Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan have definitely shown up this weekend.
And that compares very favorably to the hard tire lap time from Colton Herta was a 40.7, I believe.
Right, should we try this again? Everything now seems to be working, and the systems don't need to kick up the backside to launch into them because they're all stuck on what we were doing at Detroit after that race nearly fried everything. Right, let's go. Into the session then. Got 5 minutes to go. Lundgaard in Group 2, as well as O'Ward, Armstrong, Rossi, Ericsson, Palou. There are your top 6, and we see Rahal, McLaughlin, Neves, Power, Hunter Owen, Rosenqvist in the drop zone. I think as well, Omi, we're going to have it sorted. By the way, Ed, I believe, is stepping in with Jess tomorrow after the IndyCar race. I've just been messaging with him as well. So that is all of that sorted. I think that's also just come in as well. I'll do it, Legend, thank you. Just to confirm myself next week. Excellent. So we've got the IndyCar team sorted then. Whew. That's what it's like having a big team, but 3 of the big team members are away. That's what it's like. It's just like everyone everywhere. I was even considering letting Megan not do the F1 and focus here with Jess on IndyCar. Or maybe sending Omi away and coming back in. But no, we've got it all sorted. Myself, Adam, Megan and Omi will be in the Formula 1 box. Then it'll be Jess and Ed on the comms team. Of course, they've worked together. They work on FSR Pro as well. So they are a good commentary unit as we come across the line. Palou, who had a big shunt though this morning, Josh. I think you're best to talk about this because you were watching the session. Palou went straight on into a concrete wall, had a tyre barrier as well in front of him. But look, his legs weren't broken. It was a horrible accident.
Yeah, it was a side-on impact though, not straight front-on. So I think that helped a little bit. But here's what happened with Scott McLaughlin.
Has he done what Grosjean did?
Lost it.
Oh, he nearly did what Grosjean did, didn't he? That was so tight.
Nice save, though.
Really nice save. I think save of the century?
Yeah, it was a little bit... I think it was just... I don't know what really happened. I think he just lost the rear of it. But yeah, side on into one tyre wall unit. Wasn't double, it was just single. With a concrete wall in behind it. Side on at that speed into turn 14. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
Gavin says, growing pains, Joshua, don't worry all about it, still the best on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much. We've been doing this for 3 years now. We should be getting quite quick with this, but the problem is the systems have just failed on us today. First time back ever since we got copyright strikes from Fairly by Dorner last week. But the systems are just glitching on us. We're trying everything, but they're stuck on what we did in Detroit, and they won't unload. So, like, we go to set one thing up, the stream's fine, it's just the timing screens. They're stuck, and they won't change over. It's like they just reset themselves from what we had in Detroit, which is, I've never seen them do before. It's a really bizarre thing. So that took a time, and then the Discord's failing because Discord's apparently having a problem in the worldwide. So it's just, all fun, but nice, we're still here.
Discord always having problems somewhere.
Somewhere, isn't it? It's just our turn now, isn't it, really? Rod Brown says, IndyCar is just dramatic, and how unpredictable when you got in. Yeah, it really is. This is the problem with trying to do so many series at once. I always say IndyCar should not be done now, it should be done later. I'm actually thinking we might get the entire session in, guys. It's 7:26. Sky F1 go on air at 8. We don't need the red button, do we, for this? We're going to get the Firestone Fast 12 plus the Firestone Fast 6 in already, aren't we? We're not going to have a problem here.
If there's a red flag, then maybe.
Yeah, but I think we should be alright. Fingers crossed.
Let's hope there's no red flags then.
Yes, keep your fingers crossed. It should all be fine.
Camera.
Long guard top for Rossi, O'Ward, Armstrong. Have you not got a tripod, or is that a tripod that's just failing? What's it doing? We need to. Is it just balancing? What's it balancing on anyway?
It's balancing on a what? I don't even know what that is, to be honest. It's just basically a box that is heavy. Don't worry, it's very heavy. It's a metal box. Which, yeah. But the phone, I think, is just. I'm trying to put it upwards so you can actually see my face rather than you not see my face. So I think it's just sliding its way down.
Yeah. I'd like to thank Gavin Jones, who says, from my perspective, it's the voice, the race knowledge, and touches of humour. Thank you very much. We'll try and keep it going. That's what's going to happen tomorrow as well. Just a reminder, sadly, no driver tracker tomorrow. It just be the full timing screen pulled out, like we see on the battle screen with our two images alongside. It's the only way we can do it tomorrow, with Jess very kindly doing the stream. If it wasn't for Jess streaming with Ed in comms after I leave, we wouldn't have been able to do the IndyCar race live, thanks to the direct clash with Formula One. However, I've been told it is the last direct clash between Formula One and IndyCar for the time being, which is great news. It's getting worse in Montreal. I've just had a text message. The rain is getting worse, so that's fun. We'll get back there shortly. Remember, 8:45 we go on air for the qualifying hour, or the qualifying podcast, whatever it's going to be. We've got our chairs ready up here in the teams. Red flag with 11 to go. Who's hit the wall? As the red flag's out. Well, this is Josh T's fault. He said it. He's oh no.
Oh.
Is that? I can't tell you who it is. Is that Hunter Ray in the 20?
I think so.
Is it 3 or 20? No, it is Hunter Ray. Right, yeah, it's Hunter Ray. Ryan Hunter Ray, who's replaced Connor Daly in the Ed Carpenter race. You might have heard it from IndyCar Radio during our practice streams, but Connor Daly leaving the team and Ryan Hunter Ray returning full time in his first qualifying on a road course. He's put it in the wall. The timer has ticked down. The session will not be resumed. So it's O'Ward, Lundgaard, Armstrong, Rossi, Ericsson and Palou, the top 6 going forward here today into the next session. And I think as well, this is what happened. It's at the top of the hill, so it's after he's gone for the thing. He's done exactly what Grosjean did. He's going to have it too wide, and he's hit the barrier.
Gone in the exact same way that Palou did earlier on, but just slower.
Yeah, Palou hit that with full force earlier, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, not a nice part of the track, is it, Amy, as well? So now we've got to recover that, and there go. Well, we'll have to go red button then. Although, why Sky need an hour build-up, I don't know. We could let this thing complete as well. It's really annoying. Super.
Sky is Sky.
Yeah, doing anything for the common good isn't really that good anyway. So red flag's out then. Session is over. Oh, the clock stopped with 11 seconds to go, but this on our side it's ticked down to the full time. So it's O'Ward, Lundgaard, Armstrong, Rossi, Ericsson, and Palou. And out, Rahal, Rosenquist, McLaughlin, Pagenaud, Power, Hunter-Reay, Castroneves and Harvey. Well, Hunter-Reay has actually lost his fastest lap time for causing the red flag, so Hunter-Reay's gone down to 14th place in this session. Okay, let's head over then. Session's over. Let's head over to NBC.
90 seconds left on the clock. Race control can give everybody the opportunity to roll out
Is
of
it
their
not
pit
over
box
yet?
within
Okay.
30 seconds of the green being called.
So we're going to
and it will
reset it to
guarantee
19
everybody
seconds.
one time back. Kevin?
So let's keep an eye on what the tire options are here. The number 12 Will Power team has gone to a second set of sticker reds. I just heard Marcus Armstrong ask, do you want to stay with these already used reds or go to sticker primaries? That was part of the conversation. No one was really sure what was better. At one point before today's practice, some were thinking, hey, it might be a primary qualifying session. We might use the alternates for the outlaps. They think the red's faster, but keep an eye on what's happening next year. Dylan.
And Kevin, that's kind of what we're watching down here with Alexander Rossi as well. They have got used black tires, used primary tires on the car right now, and it looks like they're taking a set of used reds off the wall. So kind of back to what we talked about, the reds are so sensitive and you don't really know for sure that teams just haven't run them enough to know if they're going to be in the window and be up to temperature properly, especially when you just have this one lap. So I think you maybe go with what you know here, and for the 7 car, they feel like the blacks have been maybe just a touch better for them, so that's what Rossi's going to do.
You have to keep in mind tire allocation, because you only get 7 sets for the weekend. So 4 stints in the race, you're going to run the reds once. So if you think it's a black race, you're going to want 3 sticker black sets for the race. You have to be careful that you leave yourself that and don't put yourself in a hole for the race because you start using more blacks than you have available in qualifying.
It's interesting. You're seeing drivers in this top 6 right now opting to go on the primaries. Drivers outside looking in thinking, well, we might as well throw on a set of sticker reds. The exception there, we saw Alex Palou put on sticker reds. But if you are Scott McLaughlin, if you are Will Power, if you are anyone outside right now,
you got to give it a go.
I think it's the right call. And Palou's doing it almost as a defense move at this point. We saw Ericsson go on primaries. We saw Rossi on primaries. This is an interesting sort of tense situation. But like you say, these are not going to be the preferred tire for the race, so why not use them now?
Palou and McLaughlin also on sticker alternates.
So this is going to be fascinating. It's a 1-lap flyer. Everybody guaranteed one last flying lap after the Ryan Hunter-Reay incident in the final turn. Let's show you something involving Ryan Hunter-Reay and this bitnile.com Chevy.
Little brake fire.
We'll just hit that. We'll just hit that out.
Just a sous chef style.
Yeah. Oh, it's the exhaust maybe. That's not the brakes. Yeah. It's the exhaust catching something in the bodywork maybe.
AMR safety team, as always, thank you for everything that you guys do. Amazing performance at each and every round of the NTT IndyCar series. I just can't help but think about what an eventful day it's been. Just
Absolutely.
wild.
And the pressure's
and
on.
for all these drivers out 1 lap, it reminds me of the final lap at Indy. They're well practiced. Who needs a warm-up? Who needs a pace lap? These guys know how to get it done.
All right, we got some radio from the 12 Verizon Chevrolet team. Will Power at the moment, he's on the outside looking in. Have a listen to what he has to say.
I can't believe it. Green driver. Dixon. Copy. Needed a 101.2 to be P6.
So he is just still hanging on to what went down this morning, just saying.
So we head back to green. Was cut short, they need to do this. Yep, we are going for it. 1 more lap then to decide, because everyone was on a push lap, which means because it got cut short, they have to cut it back in. I'm hearing myself on an echo. Don't know where that's coming from. But yeah, all running now on the attack. I tell you what, Josh, they're streaming out there now on the circuit, aren't they? They're all just like, okay, we're in this now, full throttle.
Yeah, they really, really are. So everybody heading out on track for one more time. the top 6 currently are Ward, Lundgaard, Armstrong, Rossi, Ericsson and Palou, but that will change as well. But number 20 of Hunter Ray, gonna have to get used to not saying Daly but saying Hunter Ray, as he's back in full time, having replaced Daly. But yeah, one more lap.
What do you reckon, Naomi?
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really tight now, and it's gonna be right to the limit. I won't be surprised if we see, well, I don't even want to say it, but maybe something else happening. But yeah, but all I know is they're gonna be pushing to the limits, and it's gonna be right to the edge of the circuit.
This is going to be absolutely fantastic, this qualifying session. You don't want to leave the room for this one. What are we going to see from Power as we ride on board? Can't really hear much on our monitors, but away we go. Palou's up by 12 thousandths of a second as well. McLaughlin's down. Remember, no time will be set from Ryan Hunter-Reay, so his red time, it does not count on the overall stats. So if you watch on YouTube, remember that. This is it then. The session was extended to give everybody one more flying lap, and with it also affects the Firestone Fast 12 and the Firestone Fast 6. So we might not get that in. We might have to go to a red button to continue coverage for a few moments, which means I've got to go upstairs, press the red button, select the right thing, and it's going to be an all nightmare sort of thing. So Josh is going to have his audio ready to, because he can press red earlier than me, show the coverage to Amy, and then get that turned up as well. Checker flags out then. Session is fully over this time around. There we see number 6 as well coming in the braking zone of Felix Rosenquist. He's 6/10 down. O'Ward, Lundgaard, Armstrong, Rossi, Ericsson and Palou, the top 6 currently going through to the Firestone 12. But we've got Ray Hall up by 24 thousandths of a second. He's down by 2 tenths. No one's improving as a big snap from Rosenquist coming down into the braking zone at turn 7. And just keeps it back. It's looking very strong here. Will Power, he's 11th. Oh, he's in the gravel! Oh! Through towards Canada. And it's a big lunge for Power coming through Canada corner. Huge off. He's kept going, but he's lost the time. Power is out. And that caught us by surprise, didn't it, Omi?
Well, that corner's called Canada.
Yes.
I was like, well, I don't know a clue about the circus. I was like, oh. Well, yeah, a bit of a moment there, and trying to push, but going right off as the checker flag is out, and we're all seeing them now push right to the edge. So yeah, currently all going on, and also I got spammed by Josh T about a few minutes ago. So.
I spammed a link to the tripod which I have, so I used at Brands.
I mean, I could just get a webcam at that stage.
I mean, I did say.
I keep saying.
I don't know why you don't have a webcam.
Even we're looking at upgrading to a 4K system next year, as I keep saying. This is Power then. Jumping over. Just gets a wiggle on mid through Canada corner and then just loses the rear and gets on the grass. And it's an old school circuit, Road America, and it's going to go jumpy, I'm afraid. No room for errors anywhere on this circuit. Oh. Just a little bit too deep, wasn't it, as well? Don't like the look of that too much. Just got to drift right.
Here's the aerial.
Oh. He flew. For some parts, he flew.
Not as bad as McLaughlin and...
he was lucky not to lose his front wing, actually, at some points.
Rose on. They've been flying a lot.
Look at him.
I believe McLaughlin flew 82 feet.
Yeah.
And grows on 50 feet.
Did Power win last time out in Detroit? He did, didn't he? No, he won Detroit.
That is going to be last time out in Detroit.
Yeah, mine's gone blank. Anyway, tops. Palou, thank you. So it's Pato O'Ward, Lundgaard, Marcus Armstrong, Alexander Rossi, Marcus Ericsson, and Alex Palou going through. Starting 14th, Graham Rahal. 16th, Felix Rosenquist. 8th, Scott McLaughlin. 20th, Simon Pagenaud. 22nd for Will Power. 24th for Jack Harvey. And 27th, Ryan Hunter-Reay, as the results differ between the two of them as well on a split, segregated time across them. Okay, bit of time to wait. Let's get pass over to NBC.
Being where he's at, he would have liked to have been up where his teammate Christian Lundgaard was. He was P2 in this session, but still a solid effort.
Boy, it's not often you see Scott McLaughlin and Will Power qualifying 18th. 19th and 22nd. Let's hear from the driver of the Verizon Chevy with Kevin Lee.
Well, it has been an eventful day, and you just took a wild ride. First of all, that was a pretty impressive save.
Yeah, I know. This track's terrible when you go off. They do a terrible job here, so they need to pick up their game. Anywhere you go off, you almost break your back every time. Done it a couple of times this weekend, so need a kick in the butt for this place. But just pissed what Dixon did this morning. He's just ruined our whole weekend, and just a terrible move all up.
You try to put together the car the best you can, but it's never going to be the same after a crash of that significance. What can you do from where you're at?
Yeah, I mean, the guys did a great job. Fortunately, we had a screwdriver in there, and that was sort of the laps to get it going, but everyone thrashed, did a fantastic job. We got out there, did everything I could, man. He's just so hard in this field if you're behind the 8-ball and you're not sure where. With new front wing, new floor, you don't know where the aero balance will be, and they balance all up, so... Man, frustrating because I felt like we were really quick this morning, but yeah, surprised. Just disappointed with what happened. Really disappointed. And Grosjean is a piece of crap. If you saw what he did in practice, he needs a punch in the face.
Okay, we'll look for that video next. A lot to work with there. We'll circle back. Dylan.
Graham Rahal not quite as upset, but 14th is where he'll start on Sunday. So how would you kind of slice that? I think maybe okay, but not as good as your teammates.
Well, as good as one, not the other. But yeah, I mean, I think, half-second delta there is just way too much. And, our setup's a little bit different. We're quite a bit stiffer, but that wasn't the delta in practice, too. So, you've got to look and understand why and where the time comes. The gear stack's a little different, too, and I think that's hurting us, particularly in qualifying, going faster. I wasn't downshifting as much, and the gears were too short, too boggy then, too tall. So, got a little learning to do overnight here. I generally I'm pretty pleased with the balance. I think the guys have done a good job. It's so fast in most of the corners now that it's tiny little details will make a massive time difference on track. So we just got to fine tune a little bit more, I guess.
How on the razor edge is the grip level? It seems like if you get offline, you're in trouble really quickly.
Yeah, the carousel is very interesting. If you're 6-8 inches to the left, you're gone. I mean, and so it's a skating rink offline for sure. But I'm gonna just say, I think Road America, whoever got the paving job here, we always beat up the paving companies, but whoever got the paving job here, unbelievable job. I mean, it is so smooth. I think the smoothest place I've ever driven in my entire career, and it's just gonna get better. Next year is more cars, more track days, more everything runs here. It's going to get silkier and a beautiful, beautiful place.
Thank you, Graham. He'll start 14th on Sunday. Kevin.
Felix Rosenqvist will start, I think, right behind him. It's been an odd weekend. What do you make of where it's at and what you needed to be able to advance?
I had a mistake on my black run, so we decided to run new blacks to start with, and turned 12, finishing the lap. I had a wobble and basically threw away the lap, and from there on it was a lot of red flags, and so there was a red flag, and it was just hard to kind of get back from that. So I mean, it was on me. I made a mistake, and feel normally I'm pretty good at piecing a lap together, but it just didn't work out. So unfortunate. I think we definitely had a car for Fast 6, so but we can, you can fight from here. You can fight on this track from here. So we just have to regroup.
We're kind of wondering what the tire choice is. Is it still definitely sticker alternates in qualifying? But then Fast 6 is probably going to be new primaries. Agree? Disagree?
Yeah, I don't think an old alternate is going to beat the new primary. I mean, I think pretty much the lap time is the same, maybe like a tenth or two quicker on the red. So, I think that's going to be the key.
Okay, thanks, Felix.
Unfortunately, that is the first time this year that Felix Rosenqvist qualifies outside the top 10. But he said, hey, no worries, tomorrow I think the track's going to be racy and we can make our way forward. During that pretty heated interview with Will Power, you heard him reference Romain Grosjean and something Grosjean did during practice. This is it.
We do remember this. This was that gentle fade on the back straightaway down to Canada corner.
So Grosjean, we kind of missed it there, got a little wide in the kink, allowed Will Power to get a run, and disallowed Will Power from completing that run to the outside. And then this, again, a different shot
So when he talks about the track being bad off, he doesn't mean offline. He means off the race surface.
Yes, he's talking about the smoothness.
So it's the eventful day continued, unfortunately, for Will Power. How was Elio Castro Neves' day? Let's hear.
Yeah, let's chat with Elio. So a little bit of work to do for you tomorrow, but it seemed like maybe your teammate had the, the lap that you wanted there.
The reason that we, just so explain to everyone, the reason that both of us are kind of like smiling a little bit is because I said, look, is everything all right? You know, P15, P18 will be good, but P20 is more solid than what we're going to have. And my teammate ended up doing that, which is, you know, unfortunately, I'm just a couple of tenths behind him. Yeah, this feels so tight. It's so incredible. I thought I had a little bit of movement, but guys, I'm talking about this much. If it would be in any other track, you would say like no problem. But because it's this smooth, this surface so smooth, it makes a big difference. So yeah, interesting. We can't go that fast like the other guys, but let's watch qualifying and see how fast those guys can go.
Certainly been exciting. Appreciate it, Elio.
That's the day for the Meyer Shank squad. So we now go through to the Fast 12, Q2 in qualifying.
And just look at that gap in pit lane. You see Team Penske, Andretti Autosport, Chip Ganassi Racing, all missing cars out of Q2.
Highly unusual.
Very unusual to see this many cars from the front of the grid not transfer. There is the second group cars on the left-hand side.
Below looking in his mirror saying, where is everybody?
Yeah. Like, no Scott Dixon, no Will Power, but both AJ Foy racing cars, including this young man, Benjamin Peterson, second quick in Group 1.
Let's not forget that they tested right hitch.
They did.
And if I asked Ferrucci how did that go, he said, well, I was a spectator. But Benjamin did well.
And he's continuing to do well.
Away we go then for the Firestone 12 minutes. This will take us to the top of the hour, so we might, either Sky will let it go a little bit, or we're going to have to press the red button and be in a rush for the final Fast 6. Considering it's 6 minutes, I think they can just hold the horses, don't you, Josh? They could just wait and go, do you know what? That's fair. We'll let the decent, kind people watch the racing that they pay for instead of chatting.
I mean,
yeah, go on.
We've seen it in the past where, like, there's, like, they've cut the F2 podium off short by like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that's talking for talking. This is racing for talking. That's the thing. I don't want to see, as much as I love the man, I don't want to see Martin Brundle shivering in the paddock going, it's really wet here. I wonder if we're actually going to have the qualifying. Well, there's a qualifying session still going on. Probably the only one we're going to see here today. So yeah, I'll say that we had a sprint, we had some qualifying. Today's been a busy day. I want my bed. That's what I want. I want some sleep.
I want my bed so I can go to Brands tomorrow.
That's a point, yeah. That's Palou. Oh, that's the accident this morning. My goodness me, that was a really heavy side incident.
That's the first time you've seen it.
That's the first time I've seen it at speed. Yeah, that's a really heavy incident for Palou. Look, he got out okay.
Yeah,
and here he is now on the circuit.
Literally just missed the double tie barrier and went into the single barrier.
Yeah, really nasty whack there as well, like full on whack into the side of it. So 11 to go, 12 on the box. I reckon we'll get to the end of this session and then we're going to go off air from Sky. So we'll probably have to press the red button, which probably won't. I'll let Josh do that so we can still got coverage. Well, I'll go and run mine up so we can. Yeah. I can see the pictures.
Yeah.
So we've got Herta, Pedersen, Devlin Di Francesco, Newgarden, Kirkwood, Ferrucci, O'Ward, Lundgaard, Armstrong, Rossi, Ericsson, Palou for a 12-minute session. And then it's 6 for 6 later on. Aduva says, so is live timings. What do you think that is? We don't have sector times. We've only got these. Actually, that's not true. We've got this. But there's nothing happening out there at the moment. There's nothing going on the track in the terms of sector times on the bests. I just realised as well that our driver track is still not great, is it? on things as we come across little by little, sector by sector. It's getting closer as the action continues. We're keeping our fingers crossed that we're actually going to have somewhat of a calm day. I don't know. What do you think, though? Interesting day, calm day, or just pretty much the normal craziness we see here at Road America?
I mean, I want calm, but we're not going to get calm because this is IndyCar followed by Formula One.
That is true. We're going to have absolute hell for the rest of the day and the rest of the times. So that's going to be fun as the action comes back into it. So yeah, we're just getting everything sorted now with our timer screens and everything. But people want the driver track as well as sector times. And look, we lost views because we turned it off. So we've got to keep to what people like. And also be careful not to get blocked. We only just got our live streams back after Dorna blocked us for no reason. So we're being nice this weekend. So, first times, Palou, Newgarden, Armstrong, Rossi, O'Ward, Ericsson, the top 6. And everyone is actually improving, Josh, which is great to see. Everyone's keeping on the power times. It gets a little bit darker for Newgarden coming to the middle sector, but it's looking strong and looking good.
Yeah, the base timer 142.246, and everybody else improving on that. Newgarden's currently in second with 143.430. Now just a little bit slower, but yeah, the times are decreasing and it's getting faster out there.
Little by little, as you can see, fastest first sector Palou, but no one else is actually currently improving, where we've got sector 1, best sector 1, sector 2, best sector 2 on the timings. As into the pit lane comes Palou, so he's backed out. That's run 1 done then. And everyone's down on times. Newgarden's up by 1 point. What? Armstrong goes second, but Newgarden's up by 1.2 seconds. Rossi to the top. And Pato O'Ward is to second. So they're finding the sector times really electrifying as well. Here comes Armstrong. No, he's not doing anything in the first corner. So it's Rossi, Lundgaard, O'Ward, Palou, Armstrong, Newgarden, Pedersen goes to 7th. Devlin Di Francesco's 8th. Herta goes 3rd. He caused a red flag this morning in the second practice session. You could tune on that with IndyCar Radio before we take over for quality in the race. Tomorrow you'll see the full sector times, by the way, because we'll only have myself, Jess, and then Ed joining the box as well. Go on, John.
One of like 5 red flags.
Yeah, it was really busy this morning, wasn't it, earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Spin up. It's Colton Herta.
Oh, wow.
Is that commentator's curse? That's a commentator's curse. He did 360. Blocked.
Yeah.
Blocked Kirkwood as well, coming out the back half of the track, so that's dangerous. Everyone is now on the slow lap, by the way, so no one's setting any faster times, not missing anything. Here's Herta. So into the braking zone for the first corner, loops it round, and did actually well not to hit that concrete wall that sort of sticks out through the first corner. He just got that one done safely.
Not as sticky out as the Canadian walls.
Yes.
And look at that vibrations at the rear.
How stiff it is as well. It's just rocking. Really heavy setup there. Did well time to get back in. There's the local yellow that would have spoiled everybody's lap times. Who's just jumped up that we haven't seen? It's not Armstrong. Is it Newgarden? No, Lundgaard to second. Now it's red sector signs coming into the pit lane. Marcus Armstrong, that's what I was looking at. Armstrong's gone, who is 6th, is now into the pit lane. And what's this? Marcus Ericsson running wide and nearly hitting the wall too. Oh, and rejoined dangerously.
Lucky and close, and then getting in the way of,
Pato
I believe,
O'Ward.
that was Pato O'Ward.
Yeah. And O'Ward, I don't know if O'Ward was too compromised there. The stewards might give him a slap on the wrist for that, I think. It's under review. It's under review, I've just heard from the stewards. 7 to go. Yellow's out somewhere. No, still green. Is it the 7? It's not sure it's Rossi. He's slow in the middle sector according to the driver tracker. But everything else seems to be comfortable with 5:42 to go. There's the 45 of Christian Lundgaard, lime green this weekend. Almost like the GoDaddy sponsor of Danica Patrick they've got going on there.
Yep, the lime green machine is Lundgaard this weekend.
It was great though. Absolutely
It
fantastic. Amy's back with us. Just wanted to see how long until he realises that his mic's on mute. That long.
He shouldn't have said that.
He did it as soon as I said on mute. He was already there.
Lundgaard's up 2 tenths.
Let's have a look at the sector.
3 tenths now.
Yep.
So is this the final part of qualifying now?
No, one more. Yeah, look.
Right.
29.4 first sector. 38.4 second sector. Lundgaard is looking quick. Whether or not this will be the sector time we need to see. He's coming across the line. Christian Lundgaard, 3 tenths up to the top with a 1:41.04.80. Mighty.
Good time there from Christian Lundgaard, then pits after that.
Nice times coming in. As the rest of the field takes some time off, and now with 4 minutes to go, everyone's now just circulating to come into the pits, have a tyre change, and then do some red sector times as the track gets a little bit darker over the top with some other clouds as well. Let's take a look at the battle screen. Go on.
Yeah, currently going through Lundgaard, Rossio, Ward, Polo, Armstrong, and Newgarden, and 2 big names, and I believe. They're
red
going
button.
over red button now.
Oh, I can hear Nat talking. So Nat's, I don't believe it. They've stopped live. I don't believe that. They've stopped a live session for that. Josh, you have to press the red button.
I am.
Josh is on it. Josh will get everything on it. So we've actually lost TV pictures because Sky Sports F1 here in the UK have decided to start talking in a very wet pit lane. What a load of rubbish. You pay for live action, you expect to see the live action on television. You don't go to a bunch of talking heads in the paddock. Is it there, Josh, the qualifying session?
Let me refresh it.
It's not there, is it? It's not even on the red button. Oh, Sky, if you've done that to us, I'll never forgive you. And we'll have to go to IndyCar Radio. I'm just getting it up. In case, because we've got no pictures at the moment to tell you anything that's happening. And everyone's getting a little bit frustrated here with it. So, we're getting... In fact, let's go over to Pixel now.
Down towards turn number 7.
It's Kyle Kirkwood that comes into view now through turn 7 and 8, working that combo. That pink machine is so identifiable. AutoNation is the sponsor. Working his way now, exiting turn number 8, setting up for the carousel, goes Kyle Kirkwood. So far, so good. No issue for him. Looks pretty quick. As a matter of fact, it's the exits between turns 9 and 10.
And it's Lundgaard, Rossi, Pato Award, Pillow, Armstrong, and Newgarden. Those are the fast 6 right now. Kirkwood, Santino, Ferrucci, Peterson, Erickson, DeFrancesco, and Colton Herta are the ones trying to get in. How about Alex below Nick Yeoman? Let's pick him up as he heads toward turn number 1.
The uphill roar past his crew on pit lane with that preferred pit box. Boy, real sharp angle into the corner. Really tugged on that steering wheel and got a good exit. Alex Palou being chased by the guy who's been one of the fastest this weekend, Alexander Rossi. But Marcus Palou who's gone to P1.
And Lundgaard, Rossi, Award, Benjamin Peterson, and Kirkwood right now the fast 6. Armstrong and company trying to get in. How about Alex Palou? He's headed your way, Michael Young.
Let's keep an eye on Alex Palou and see what he can negotiate down here in turn number 5. Puts those left sides near that curbing, swings wide to the right, climbs that hill. Looked like he's very quick this time through. Alexander Rossi's in tow.
Alex Palou working his way now into that 7-8 combo, and he does look quick. Alex Palou, this is looking like a good lap. It's another Alexander Rossi, who is behind him by about 18 car lengths or so. Palou working his way now into the carousel. Rossi will follow in that exact suit. Newgarden just went through here a couple of minutes ago. Palou looks very good through turn number 10, kicked up a little bit of dust on the exit of 10, and now you wait just a little bit. Alexander Rossi in the final minute of this session, he comes through as well.
And we see Marcus Ericsson coming off of turn number 14, and Nick Yeoman, he currently is 5th quick, so it's Award, Palou, Lundgarden, Lundgaard, Armstrong, Ericsson, and Rossi pick up Marcus Ericsson into turn 1.
Yeah, last opportunity for some of these drivers. Ericsson is on those alternate red tires. I wanted to say softer and faster, but that may not be the case this weekend. Ericsson's already left turn number 1. Here comes his teammate Marcus Armstrong in that green car. Ridgeline, the sponsorship. The two Marcuses heading down to Michael Young underneath the Sargento Bridge.
And for Marcus Ericsson, a runner-up finish last year. He finished 4th in race number 2 back in 2020. Let's see what the Swede can negotiate down here in turn number 5. Here comes that Husky machine climbing the hill as he makes his way through turn number 6. His teammate Marcus Armstrong just now clearing turn 5.
And so that means they come into an area that was recently vacated by Devlin DiFrancesco, who looked like he was really trying to find some speed but couldn't find a lot of it in that 29 machine. We'll take a look now at Marcus Armstrong as he works his way. Boy, Ericsson got pretty loose off of turn number 8. Armstrong is behind him. Ericsson now through turns 9 and 10. This session is checkered. We'll see where the times fall. Marcus Ericsson out of the carousel. Marcus Armstrong just entering it behind him, working his way now into turn number 10.
And I believe Kyle Kirkwood is the last one in line, Michael Young, or was it Colton Herta that just cleared you?
Colton Herta just made his way up the hill, but his teammate Kyle Kirkwood is in tow. Kyle Kirkwood, Jake, will be the last car on this qualifying attempt here with the Fast 12. He'll make his way through turn 7.
And as he works his way, I'll tell you what, I don't know if that's a vapor trail or an engine issue for Kyle Kirkwood, but there is a ton of smoke coming off the rear of it, and that 27 machine is all of a sudden off pace and off speed. So the Auto Nation machine in turn number 8 has an issue in the rear of it, and Kyle Kirkwood says, you know what, I'm going to pull it off. As a matter of fact, it looks like there is, in fact, a small fire in the right rear of Kyle Kirkwood's machine. So he has pulled it to the side and obviously is not going to get a time here at the end of this session, Mark.
Pretty heady move, Davey, to avoid bringing out any sort of a local or a caution or a red by getting that thing out of harm's way quickly because he was currently third quick. And by the way, Colton Herta finished his lap and he went to P1, Davey.
Yeah, so how about that? Went to P1, another fantastic lap. Barely beating Pelot, though, 140.54 to 140.55. And good news for Kirkwood. He transfers in. So what I'm going to say is, even though he didn't cause a yellow, didn't bring a yellow out, he got off course, got out of the way where it didn't impede anybody. So I think that he's going to start 6th tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, is how that works. Only 5 cars will go out and shoot for the top 5 positions in the final run here. But new engine or whatever the problem is there for Kirkwood, and then he should be able to have a good starting position for tomorrow.
So it'll be the Firestone Fast 5 then.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the Firestone Fast 5 today.
Yeah. So the ones that do not move on, but still with good starting positions all in all, Christian Lundgaard, 7th quick, Marcus Armstrong, 8th, Ericsson, 9th, Benjamin Peterson, 10th, Santino Ferrucci, 11th, Devlin DiFrancesco, 12th. So the Fast 6, Colton Herta, Alex Pelot, Kyle Kirkwood, Pato O'Ward, Joseph Newgarden, and Alexander Rossi, as qualifying continues in preparation for the Sanzio Grand Prix at Road America.
Race fans, download the IndyCar app for live streaming of every on-track.
Well, I'd like to thank Sky F1 for being utterly useless with that. I've got TV pictures. Everyone's got TV pictures now. Josh is actually slightly ahead of mine, so that could be quite interesting.
Kirkwood's car just went bang.
Yes, it did, didn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Right, end of the session then. Your Firestone top 6. Herta, Pelot, Kirkwood, O'Ward, Newgarden, Rossi. They're going forward in the next few minutes. Let's hand over to Sky.
Machine. Christian Lundgaard, the most unlucky one there. Right at the last opportunity, got pushed out.
And an excellent job from rookie Benjamin Peterson, making the Fast 12, out-qualifying Santino Ferrucci with a great run. And how about Devlin DiFrancesco getting himself into row 6 there? A bit of a mixed grid from what we're used to seeing.
Very much so. Very much so. And let's hear from Benjamin Peterson. A job well done. That's right. It's his best career qualifying effort of 10th. Betters his Indianapolis 500 effort of 11th from just a couple of races ago. So I feel like there's a lot of positive things with AJ Foyt Racing right now, and I imagine you're pretty happy with that.
Oh, yeah. By far the best qualifying performance on the street course this year. We definitely didn't roll out in practice 1 with, the best car, but we just kept our heads down, keep working hard, and got it in the window when it mattered, really. It was the best it's felt all week in qualifying, so I was pushing it all I could. So tremendous result from the team. I think Santino made it through as well. So yeah, we're just getting better and better. I'm loving every minute. Obviously last month for Indy 500 was a tremendous month. This has been a great qualifying, and everyone's very passionate. So it's a privilege to be a part of.
We've seen veterans this weekend making mistakes, sliding off the racetrack, incidents on the racetrack. How tough is it out there, especially for somebody like yourself who is a rookie here?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this is the longest track of the year, but somehow, even though it's over 4 miles, we managed to getting boxed up just with gapping. So that's just IndyCar, but that's what makes it special. And you know, also a big thank you to all the fans here. The energy here is amazing. I've never felt anything like it outside of, you know, Indy, and it's just a fantastic year so far, just getting better and better.
Well done. Benjamin Peterson rolls from 10th tomorrow. Kevin.
Marcus Ericsson is going to start just inside of him in 9th. So what kept you from moving forward?
I did a mistake on my last lap. I think I was a bit over 3/10 up on myself, so that should have been enough to transfer, but I just locked up the fronts into 8, so just a driver error. So yeah, tried a bit too hard, but car's been good, good all weekend. Obviously P2 was a bit messy, but we're in the mix. It's always tight in the IndyCar, so a bit frustrating to miss out, but still, you know, inside the top 10, so we can still race from there.
Messy is putting it mildly. Has this track been more challenging than expected this weekend?
I don't know, you know, the new asphalt has definitely changed things quite a lot. There's a lot more grip out there, but offline is very slippery, so I think that's why we see a lot of guys, you know, make mistakes, because you can be, if you're in the racing line, you have a lot of grip. You put, you know, half a car with outside the racing line and you start spinning, so I think that's why it's been a bit messy, but it's a fun challenge. I enjoy it.
All right, thank you, Marcus.
And who sits second in the championship point standings heading into tomorrow's 8th race. Here's Dylan.
Yeah, we got Devlin DiFrancesco. Nice qualifying effort for him as well. 12th. That matches his season best. So how would you evaluate your qualifying session and your fast 12 run there?
Just trying to dial some rear security in, and I think we just missed it by a little bit. That's all we were really looking for. Our car's really strong. Quite a different spread in the field between blacks or reds and what seems to be faster. And I think for every car, it seems to be a bit different. I think we're confident in what we have. We know what we have, and I think we know what we need to make it a little bit better.
What have you felt like the difference has been on your car? Is it a dramatic difference, or are they pretty close together, blacks to primary or blacks to reds?
I'd say they're fairly close between the two to do the lap. I just think the blacks take a little bit longer to do the lap, but I think ultimately the lap time will be the same. You know, happy with our run after this morning with all the red flags to, you know, get out of our group and fairly easily, and just a scrappy run in the fast 12 is all.
All right, that's what it takes sometimes. Scrappy for Devlin DiFrancesco. He'll roll from 12th, Kevin.
We'll try to pull Marcus Armstrong over here as well. You're going to have your best IndyCar start tomorrow. I want a little bit more, though. How close were you being able to get in that Firestone Fast 6?
Yeah, it's pretty close. I haven't actually seen the timing yet, but they kept me in the car just in case there were some penalties afterwards. Unfortunately, there wasn't, but man, again, the car was just amazing, and I'm upset that I didn't make it in the end because my lap wasn't very clean. So potential for more, and I think that tomorrow's going to be really interesting.
You know, the team has given you some credit of helping lead the direction because you got a chance to test here. What did that do for you? And what does that kind of do for your confidence level when you've got champions, Indy 500 winners saying, all right, we trust the young guy?
Yeah, well, they were all following over Discord over the course of the day, and I was being very critical of the car at that rookie test, and I think that sort of helped us for yesterday, and certainly we made a big step forward yesterday as a team collectively, so I think good teamwork, and I mean, once again, I think we have a really good race car, and we have a lot of potential.
One of the reasons we've been so impressed with Marcus Armstrong is he always expects a little bit more. He's ahead of, what, about 10 different drivers in the championship that are full-time, and he's missed 2 races because he only does the road and street course races.
Yep, good stuff. He's been as impressive as everybody promised us he would be this year. That's a little bit of a sorry sight, but we'll be back tomorrow. There he is there. He wanted to have a shot to go for his 2nd career pole. Remember what he did at Long Beach earlier this year. Pole position to victory, and having a little giggle about the situation with the AMR safety team. But another good qualifying by the Floridian. good stuff, but unfortunately, as we said earlier, for the second time this year, he makes the cut for the Firestone Fast 6, but he won't actually be able to partake in it. And that's what's coming up. This showdown for the pole position. What a day it's been for Colton Herter, but he still is in there.
He certainly is, and gotta wonder just what exactly is going to play out here tire-wise here for the Fast 6 shootout. But before we get to that, let's go back down to pit lane with Dylan.
Let's catch up with Santino Ferrucci, who continues the strong weekend for AJ Foyt Racing. He'll roll from 11th tomorrow. So what can you say just about this AJ Foyt Racing group and the effort that's been made to take this step forward and put both cars in the Fast 12 for the first time in I think it's 5 years or something like that?
I mean, that's pretty impressive. You know, a teammate did a fantastic job too all weekend, and I think he struggled a little bit more at the start. But you know, having that test here last week for him was huge. I obviously didn't test, I watched. But our program, when we started in thermal, we were what, 2-3 seconds off. We got to Barber, you know, started
green
to close
light
the gap
for
a
the
little bit.
session, by the way.
GP really started to close the gap, and then coming here, just once again, it's just little things. But our car right now is faster on the prime tire, and so we're still missing that little bit to get on the alternates. So that's next for us and the next stage for maybe when we go to Mid-Ohio. But no, very proud of our entire Sexton Chevrolet's AJ Foyt Racing crew here.
Thank you, Santino.
The green light is on. The session is go. We are around about maybe, I think, a minute behind, maybe more on the TV. Yeah, we are 1 minute, 2 seconds behind. I really do apologise, but this is Sky. And we've also lost our driver tracker. So, yeah, thank you, Sky F1. Anyway, Firestone Fast 6 with a 6-minute session. Don't know why the timing tower is it 8 at this circuit? Yeah, it is. So it's not 6, it's 8.
Oh, well, yep, time for the Firestone Fast 5. Kirkwood not able to participate, so it becomes
That's true.
Firestone Fast 5.
Didn't think of that, actually. You got me up on that. I didn't think of that either. You're spot on. As the IndyCar app now won't load for timings. So I'll go cry. And it's now loading. Jess says, evening everyone, how was qualifying on so far? Long and Sky is annoying.
Yes, other than Sky being annoying, good.
Yes. Pretty much so, actually. We're underway then for 8 minutes. Amy, who do you think is going to have pole position?
I think I'll go for Palau. I think I'll go for him quite a bit, don't I?
Yes. All right, Josh, who are you going for pole?
Oh, Kirkwood.
He can't take part. Okay, I will go for pole position for Joseph Newgarden.
Okay, and I'll go Patrick Ward.
Okay, that's a good shot. We'll find out soon, though. As we're underway, the green light on. And it will be Newgarden who's first to cross the line, followed by Ward to set their sector times. We're now not going to look at timing screens. That's how this is going to work. So our reaction is genuine. I'm not looking at the timing screen. My eyes are now going to remain focused on the TV pictures in front of me. I'm not even going to look at anything else. So all eyes up on the front of the screen here with 8 minutes to go. There's Palou in P2 coming to the braking zone down to turn 6. Hugs the inside line nicely. This is their bank collapse now though, isn't it, Josh, as well? This isn't all going forward. This is banker lap times.
Yeah, it is. Well, Newgarden now leaving pit road for his first run on the Firestone Fast 5.
I think he's on black primaries, isn't he? Looking at those tyres. He hasn't gone on a sticker set red yet. Great stuff, says Jess. Hello, Jess. Hopefully, how was Creator Series, Jess? I saw that look quite good.
Better than Sky's mess.
Yeah. They've literally just got to talking heads in the paddock. It's like they're not going to have enough time to talk because the qualifying might be red flagged and delayed and everything or other. I don't know what I want more, actually. A quick qualifying session so I can go to bed, or a really busy one. Tomorrow is really busy. Like, massively busy. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow one bit.
And I'm just like, nope, I don't want to be a part of this busy day. Nope, bye-bye, have fun.
Omi's in the touring car quali. In the touring car comps box. Probably everyone will be around from Moto 3 and Moto 2. Megan's around from Moto GP. Literally, it's just so chaotic how everything's going to work tomorrow.
This is my 3rd year in a row going to American Speed Fest.
Yes,
yeah.
Said last year it was your 2nd as well, so it must be. Across the line then, O'Ward's done a 1:44.83.17. Rossi's 2nd, 1:46.62.46. Hertz is down on time. Palou 7/10 off. Kirkwood, Newgarden, Hunter that we're riding with the McLaren of Rosen. Is this Rossi? Yes.
That's Rossi, I think.
Yeah, it's the only one in. Ward's the other one. Rossi's in the 7th. The blue caught me. I thought it might have been Palou, but it's not. Down
no,
towards the braking zone.
Royal.
Yeah.
More royal blue than light blue.
Pushing hard. No push to pass where we've got sector times to use. That comes in the race, the push to pass. As they guide the cars around the sectors through Canada Corner. Oh, we're coming up to Canada Corner actually. One of my favourite segments on the circuit. Oh, he's drifting
Oversteer.
hard. Yeah, massive snap, wasn't it? As he continues to push. Here's
1.8 seconds up.
Rossi's going to take the lead here. Should easily do it by a couple of seconds. We were seeing 1:23s earlier. Through Canada. Palou's did a 1:45.403. Flat out on the engine curve into the braking zone. Palou then 2 seconds up, and Rossi's only 6/10 up. Wants the sector time as he crosses it, fighting for control. And he moves up into P1. Rossi at 1:41.45.87. Ward's 2nd, he's up. Palou's up. Newgarden's up. Herta hasn't done any time yet. Herta 5th, 3:33. Wow, he's off the pace massively. So this is a Firestone Fast 5, but not with many being able to run, it seems.
Wow, I mean, with Colton Herta, with how slow he is right now, it's a, well, with how slow, well, off the pace, well, as I say that, Newgarden 1:43.650 goes 3rd. It's a Firestone Fast 4 because Herta's slow.
Oh yeah, the track map is stuck. Let's go over the sectors there for now. Try and repair that. This is what I mean, it just gets frozen half the time now. We're not looking
the
by the
IndyCar app is annoying.
It really is. Oh, no data connection.
It just boots you out at random parts of the race.
Right, got it sorted now. Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen again. Let's go battle screen. No, let's go full sector times. We'll stick there because the driver tracker's broken. Palou's up, you say?
Yeah. 1:40.7065. Palou leads.
Can he manage that to the end of the session? By the way, Sky have gone to an ad break on their coverage right now. Yeah. We could have seen the end of this session and then do talking heads. My God.
Yes. And they've done a half an hour build up to qualifying before.
In the practice 3, yeah. I've had it.
Like when there's been a really important race on, they've done 30-minute qualifying build up.
Yeah.
Formula 2, for example.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our coverage is better, so what are you going to say? At least we've actually given it to everybody and given it as a full session. I think Newgarden's backed out of his lap time here. He's down by 20 thousandths, but what's he going to do across the line? 2/10 he loses now. Newgarden goes 2nd, 1:49.530, but he's looking faster, but I think he's dived into the pit lane. No, he's kept going out of a snap of oversteer. Here comes Pato O'Ward then, fighting for control on the car. Looking strong as he glistens through the track. Looking good, actually. He's up by 4/10. 5/10. Where's this space come from Pato O'Ward? He's electric.
Another massive twitch there from O'Ward.
Omi, Pato's looking good here. He wants a race win on a road course, and this place gels with him. But he's having to fight for control as he comes down towards Canada Curve. And
Yeah,
this is
he
Pato.
is. He's looking absolute mega, almost 5/10, really quick. Now gone to 3/10, but he's got a good margin. Now Newgarden, Rossi a bit more slower now. Hertz is still up there, but yeah, Palau currently has it, but he needs to make sure that he continues this pace. But it's even faster some other drivers.
He was messy though, coming out of Canada.
Yeah.
Across the line, keeps up a dust again, and where did he go? Still fastest. 1:43.643. Remember, we're a minute behind that timing tower, so we're not looking at it. We're to keep our reactions pure, we're looking purely at the TV monitor. Hertz across the line. Is he faster? He's gone top. 1:40.1945. Hertz on provisional pole position. That's more like it for the 26 squad. Been waiting all year for that. Can he keep hold of it?
I was going to say Colton Hertz for pole, but the amount that he's been spinning,
Yeah.
I thought, no, he's going to bin it again.
Newgarden hasn't improved, but he's now on his final lap time. Here's Rossi across the line. He's a second off. He's not going to improve on that run. Alex Palou, he's 3/10 off with 10 seconds left. This might go to Hertz already. I know you're seeing already that the session's over on your timing towers, but we are not taking a look at that because Sky went and cut us off, so we're a minute behind in our TV pictures on the red button. Hertz locks up. Rossi has got it. Oh.
Newgarden spun it.
He was on the attack and he's in the middle of the track. That brings out the yellows. Colton Hertz has pole position. Hertz, and he stalled it. Red flag. He stalled the engine. Checkered out. It's Colton Hertz who has pole position at Road America. Pato Award second. Palou third. Newgarden fourth. Rossi fifth. Kirkwood sixth. Although Ward was in the pit, so he was done. So was Palou's. Newgarden and Rossi going for it. But Hertz is on pole, Josh. Brilliant time.
Yeah, well, when Colton Hertz doesn't spin, he does perform. It looks like at Road America. Now I'm going to have the Colton Hertz fan base coming for me. But,
tell you what. I'll tell you what, I mean, that was fantastic racing, wasn't it? It's like proper quali. And let's hope we get that for tomorrow in the race.
Yep, let's hope so. And it's basically those qualifying down to the end where we don't know who's going to take pole, and we get a bit of a shock. It's those qualifying that we absolutely love. So Hertz, a brilliant job by him to take it.
So it's Hertz on pole, Award second, Palou third, Newgarden fourth, Rossi fifth, and Carl Kirkwood in sixth position. Hertz has done it again though. Closing thoughts from you, gents. What have you made of the session? Because we've got to get over to Formula One prep.
yeah, well, good qualifying session then. Quite clean. The accident throughout. But as you are, Josh, after this broadcast, I'm going to go hunt down Sky.
Yes, me too. Omi, what have you made of it?
Yep, I really loved it. It's going to be a great race tomorrow. I'll probably get a second Omi account in here so I can watch that at the same time. I have my laptop resetting right there, so let's hope.
Sounds good. Keep it alongside. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it on my iPad as well so I can keep an eye on everything as well. So 2 screens better than 1. Thanks to Josh. Thanks to Omi. Thanks to all of you at home. It's Colton Hertz with the P1 Award. It's back. Michael Andretti is happy. We're happy. Colton Hertz is on pole. Join us tomorrow. Myself, Jess, and then being replaced by Ed for all of the action for the Road America race. Bye for now.